OneOdio reached out and asked if I would like to check out some of their products, and I said I would like to check out some of their wireless ones, so they sent over the Fusion A70s. Now, for those of you who have been around the channel a while know that my headphones of choice is currently the OneOdio Pro 50s. You can see these on my head on pretty much any stream where I'm actually wearing some. Now, I've been using the A70s for about 2 weeks or so, and I do have some thoughts on it. Let's get into it.
You make me a whole lot better.
The headphones look so clean with this all black look. The top of the headphones keeps the OneAudio's kind of signature look with this red stitch design with the minimal branding. However, the padding on the top headband is not the most comfortable to me. I'm not sure if it's because the headband feels like it's a little flat when it's actually stretched across my big old head, or if it's something else. The ear cups here are good, but they're not as big as the Pro A50s, but they're still comfortable for hours of listening. They also still fold down or in, which I'm pretty happy to see. Speaking of the ear cups, you'll pretty much find a seller point for the headphones here. You have basic button controls, which I prefer over touch ones. And you still have the same cool feature that is on the Pro 50s as well, of being able to use the headphone jacks on either side. One side has a 6.35mm port and the other has the standard 3.5mm port. You can also use these same ports to share music, so you can actually connect another pair of headphones up to either side and be able to share music that way. Now, if you can consider the fact that these are also wireless and you can still do the whole sharing music thing wireless if you want to, that pretty much means that you can listen to your music with almost any device any way you like. That's pretty damn cool. One thing to note about the sharing music is that it doesn't work exactly the same when you're actually hooked up to Bluetooth. When I was connected to Bluetooth, the 3.5mm jack would actually turn off the headphones when I tried to connect it when it was wireless. However, when I used the 6.35mm jack, everything worked just fine. It's a little weird. Oddly enough, there are no skip controls here. In other words, the forward or back, to skip your music. Can't find them on these headphones. It's a slight inconvenience for some, but for me, I'm not really missing it. I don't really use those controls at all. Well, how do they sound? Well, listening to the A70s back to back with the Pro 50s on a few tracks pretty much told me everything I needed to know, which is these two headphones sounds almost exactly the same. Alright, Editor Esh here. I do realize I should have detailed this out a little bit more instead of pretending like everybody saw my OneOdio Pro 50s review. So pretty much what I meant by that is the headphones are not bass heavy. They're not flat either, but they have a really rich sound and they don't really boost anything. It just, all the sounds come through really well from these headphones. So just like the Pro 50s, they sound very similar, but because of the smaller driver, there's something you should definitely note about these headphones, which my video version will get into right now. The only difference and where you'll be deceived into thinking that the A70 sounds better is because that the Pro 50s has a bigger driver. So in short, they kick harder, they produce louder sound, but the overall sound is still kind of the same, which is good actually. Both of these headphones sound great. So I don't really have an issue when it comes to sound, but I do like the fact that the music kicks a little harder with the Pro 50s, so the Pro 50s are still my fave here. Not to mention the overall experience for me is better with the Pro 50s because it's more comfortable for me. That top headband part I was talking about earlier. So for me, the Pro 50s are still top, but the A70s are still great, and I'm still pretty much going to be using these headphones in rotation. The Pro 50s will be what I use when I'm off work and just jamming plugged into something. And the A70s are pretty much going to be when I'm working on my Mac where I want everything wireless. So yeah, that's pretty much how that's going to go. Alright, that's pretty much my review for the A70s. Not a long one, but I hope you did get a lot of information out of that. If you did, jump down into the comment box. Let me know your thoughts on what we talked about today or any other tech for that reason. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tech videos all the time. And ring that bell so you can be notified whenever I upload. Hope you guys have a good one. Bye.